Welcome everyone, this is Kaushik, and today we are going to learn about Bootstrap and HTML and PHP. Like one of my friend is asking me to make a tutorial about Bootstrap and PHP and HTML. So I thought about that comment actually. That is in LinkedIn, and I decide that let's do something with Bootstrap, and let's create a form using Bootstrap and submit that form, by using PHP, and with definitely with HTML also. So like our aim is clear. Like we are going to use a Bootstrap framework, Bootstrap HTML CSS framework, and which is going to be 3 or 4. I didn't decide yet actually. Okay, and we are going to use HTML, and we are going to use PHP, and we are going to use Bootstrap form to submit a PHP, or to submit a data to the PHP. Okay, so let's start. And first of all, I'm going to open Bootstrap Bootstrap, okay, from my URL, and here I'm getting Bootstrap official website, like front end framework. As I told you, it's a HTML CSS framework, like open source CSS framework, directed at responsive mobile first front end web development, content CSS, JavaScript based design templates. So guys, please read this all, read the description, what exactly it is in a similar terms, sorry, in a small terms, it's called framework, like CSS framework, HTML CSS JavaScript framework. So we can use this to like reduce our time. Okay, uh, like let's open the uh, website. So here we could see awesome, like awesome design. It's simple, but it looks good. Like, so you can see, build fast responsive sites with Bootstrap. So like build fast responsive sites, it means, it's all if we are going to use this framework, like it will give us a responsive website. Like I can make a website in my laptop or computer, and I can use that website in my mobile also. And yeah, this is what actually responsive. So let's okay, so here we are having two options: get started. So let me right click on the get started. So this is the documentation, and if I want to download these, the all the files and folders, so I can. So click on the download, and here's the download button. Here you get the source file, like download examples. So if you want to download, so then download this all, but I'd like to go with the CDN format. Like I would like to take this URL and as a link, and JS as a link, and yeah, this two I need actually. Okay, fine. So I'm not going to download this all, so let me close this all. I'm going to use the URL, and if you guys want to use the URL, so you can. I think for this tutorial that will be better, but you can download this. You can download the Bootstrap file and link the Bootstrap.css to your HTML file. Okay, and as well as link the script, JavaScript. This is Bootstrap bundle main.js. Okay, and this is proper main.js. This is main.js. So like if you don't want the bundle, so simply you need to use this two URL, proper, sorry, popper, and my mistake, popper and Bootstrap main.js. Okay, okay, so let's go back to the code, and here I'm using Sublime Text. I already created a file, that is test bootstrap.php, and here I'm going to write a simple title, that is what, that is going to be what okay, let's make it bootstrap. Okay, fine, bootstrap. Okay, fine, bootstrap. And here we are gonna use uh, bootstrap, like that. Okay, fine. So one thing I forgot to tell you, actually, this is version 5. Slow, you can see over here bootstrap version 5. And if we want to change the version, so there is an option bootstrap version 5.0, bootstrap 4.6, 4.6 point something, blah blah, 4.1, 2.3, like all version if I want. So click on the all version, then here you can see bootstrap version 3, 4, 5, well, like this is the thing. So I think using bootstrap 4 is really okay, but I think like you need to know about at least bootstrap version 3. So using bootstrap 5 directly, I think we must use the bootstrap 3 first, then we will go to the bootstrap version 4. So let me choose let me select the 3.4 first, then we will move back to the 4.0. Well, what exactly in 3.4, like the responsive concept, you will get to know from the version 3. uh, you know I think this is better, better to understand. Version 3 is better to understand what exactly the responsiveness, by using what exactly responsiveness we're getting from the Bootstrap framework. So let me click on the 3.4. Here we go, and the UI, look, see, UI is different, right? But here is also same thing. Download Bootstrap. Here is another option, looking for Bootstrap 4. I'm not looking for Bootstrap 4 right now. Let me go with this Bootstrap version 3. So I am not going to download the Bootstrap. I'm just going to use something like URL cdn. Where's that? No, not here. Okay, then click on the getting started. Here we are. This is the Bootstrap, again, download. So we are not going to download, but this is the Bootstrap CDN, like, so we are going to use the CDN links. So here we are having Bootstrap.css, theme.min.css, and JS, right. So as well as we can simply, we just need to copy this, we need to click on the copy button, simply copy. I copied. Okay, as okay, fine. And let me go to the my editor, where I'm going to paste these URLs. Okay, fine. Now, very good. So here we are, main.css, theme.main.css, and the script. So let the script remove from the head section, cut it, and paste it here. Okay, for now we need to see how this page is looking like without this CDN. So let comment this all, comment, let me comment this one, paste, sorry, comment, and going back to the Google, and let me refresh. Yeah, here we are gonna use Bootstrap, right? Yeah, this is fine, this is fine. It's looking like a simple, a normal HTML output. And let me go back to my code editor, and let me uncomment this all, uncommenting these, uncomment these, uncomment these. Okay, so and let me run the page, see the difference. Like here we are going to use Bootstrap. So like, I hope you will get the difference. Let me close it up. Let me Okay, close it up and you will get to see actually the difference between this all. Even I reset the resolution of the Chrome browser. So here we are gonna use Bootstrap, and without these and this is the difference. Okay, there's too much space there to the top, to the left. Okay, but when you are going to use like this, see no like margin or padding from the top, no margin or padding from the left. Okay, fine. So this is all about Bootstrap, and then today we are not going to use anything from Bootstrap. We are going to use a form actually, because we need to use we need to send some requests to the PHP. So for that we need form. So where we get to know from where we get the form actually. So click on the component, and component, here we are. I hope we will get the form from here. If we will not, then we will check another URL. No form is here. Let me click on the CSS. Yeah, form is here. Okay, so from where we get the form, click on the CSS, and you will get to see a form options here. So click on the form, and you get the basic examples there. Inline form is there, and like horizontal form is there, and input is there. Okay, input text area is here, checkbox. Okay, like this is all about the forms. Static control form, how the focus state will be look like, visible state of a form, sorry, input field. Like this is the form, what about the what you need from the forms. So you will get from these options like control sizing, input lg, and default input sm, input lg, default select, input select. Like that we will get the data, get the information from the forms. Okay, but before going to the form, I just want to elaborate a simple thing. Like in a bootstrap in a bootstrap uh, the important classes are like, one is, sorry, one is, what will happen, okay, dot container. Now this dot resembles a class. Okay, a class file, a class name, not file actually, class name of CSS. Okay, this class is exist in a bootstrap CSS. Okay, dot container is a class by itself. Another is dot container fluid. Okay, I will tell you the difference between between this container and container fluid practically. And after the container we will have a row. Like I think you guys are getting what exactly the row, like it's a horizontal row. And dot column, dot col. Now the column, right, a row must have some column. Okay, like column 1, column 2, column 3. Okay, uh, so column 1, like column 2, column 3, like that way, column sorry, column 2 comma column 3, column 4, like that way. Okay, and suppose think uh, you you may want maximize or maximum column in terms of size, column size. You may have a minimum column or minimum size column in terms of size. Suppose you want a medium column, or you may want a small column, or you may want a large column. Okay, so for this purpose we are having uh, class concept in Bootstrap. That is, you want column. Okay, fine. So what type of column you want in terms of size? Okay, I want small column. So simply write sm. Okay, so this sm resembles a small. Fine, great. And what would be your size? Yeah, my column size will be 3, will be 4. Fine, column sm4. Great. So it means the column that you have created, or column the column that is going to create, it will have, it must have a size 4 with a small, I mean with small, like what I am going to say, like with this, the size is going to be 4 with the small, I mean the size is going to be a small size with the the width is 4, like means, I hope you were getting, like small means small, like 4 means the, what is the exact size of the small column, that is 4. Okay, fine. And column may uh, extend to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6 comma 7 comma 8 comma 9 comma 10 comma 11 comma 12, like these four out of these 12. So if someone is going to write column sm4 means small column, and this is a small column and the size is 4 out of this 12. Okay, so these are the things. Actually no mathematical concept is there, I mean you don't need to write actually mathematical concept over here. All the things are already calculated in a bootstrap css file, and simply we are going to use this all. That's all about the bootstrap 3 or bootstrap 4 or bootstrap 5. No need to calculate the things, as well as I know. Okay, so here we are going to write div dot container and press tab. So basically this div dot container command gives us a syntax: div class container and div close in Sublime Text. Okay, so div class container, right? This is the container class. Now suppose here I'm going to write a h1, this is container, and save. And let me go back to uh, my browser and refresh. Now you will get to see what, too many space from the left, too many, not too many space from the top. Okay, so what exactly it is, right? So how to know what exactly this container will do? I think you will get, like, the container, if I'm going to use the class container, so this container gives a margin or padding from top, right, left, and blah blah. Sorry, not blah blah, actually top, right, and bottom left, but bottom left corner and top right corner, it will give some padding or margin, right? So let me do one more thing. Let me write inline css, that is going to be style, and simply we are going to write border. Okay, and let me check, let me write a command and put it red, simple. Okay, so this, if you want to write an inline css within a day with a class, bootstrap class, you can, no issue. This is just a css, this is just a css. Okay, now see, there is no margin, no padding from the top. Okay, actually no margin, padding is here, and margin left is there, margin right is there. Okay, now if I'm going to write another one, like if I'm going to write a p not p tag, if I'm going to write h2 tag, this is second one, and save it and refresh. Okay, so no margin from the top, margin from the bottom, margin left, margin right, padding is here, fine, padding top, padding left, sorry, padding top, padding left, padding bottom, padding right. So like this is all about the controller, sorry, not controller, my mistake, this is all about the container, right? In terms of containers, so we'll know about this container, what exactly the container will do. And container, if I'm going to use container fluid, save it and run the code. Now see, there is no margin from left, no margin from right. So in terms of container, if you want to use container, if you want to get some margin from the left and right bottom, okay, so you can use container only. Otherwise, if you want to you know, full with containers, so at that time or that case you are going to use in container fluid. So uh, I prefer to use the container fluid for now. I don't want too many margin from the left and right, so simply I keep this container fluid here. And after that, I told you about the row. So what is the row? Simply I'm going to write div.row, and the syntax I'm getting class row and div close. Okay, so what exactly it is, let me check. Let me write a p tag over here and simply write row. Okay, and see, it is a row, there is no changes, right? There is no changes. So in a row we are going to write div call, I'm going to use LG large, and I need 6 and tab, and here I'm going to write something like h2, this is call LG6, and save and refresh. Wow, this is called LG6. Now still I didn't get actually what exactly called LG6. The question must arise. So if in a container fluid I need 2 divs, 3 divs, 4 divs, so at that case I can use, here I'm going to use another column LG6 that will create a 2 divs just inside of this column LG6 and this column LG6. Okay, so refresh and you will get to see, fine, there is a 2 divs. So simply if I am removing this style from the control fluid and put it here and here, so let's check and let me change the color, this is going to be the blue. Okay, and refresh. Now we'll get to see, like if I'm going to use a column, so column LG will create the left div, and this right column 6 will create another right section, another right div. So 6 and 6 12. Okay, so this is working, like I can divide the 12 columns into 2 columns only, right? So this is what about the column. And if I want to get column LG2 like that way and save, so here we are, but still it is having some space just because of this is 6, and let me make it 2. So like 6 and 2 8, and the 4th in a space, some space is here which is related to the 4, like 6 to 8, 6 plus 2 8, and 8 plus 4 is 12, like the column adjust column, the column will adjust the 4 inside of this column lg6. So let's take a look. It is, what is it, true or not? Okay. Oh, like 6 and 2, 8, 8 and 4, and this is going to be like what, green. Okay, save and make it 4 and save and refresh. So yeah, fine. This is column lg2, column lg6 and column lg4. Like, this is what about the bootstrap row column concept. And if you want to break more, so you can break, but within the 12, like 2, 6, 8, 8 plus 4. If you want to break 2, 4 as a 2 by 2, 2 plus 2, so you can do, no issue with that. You can simply, we can use the 2 and like 2 is here, copy and make it 2, another 2, 2, another, okay, save and refresh, like, yeah, another one. So let me move this one, another one, fine. So this is what about the row column concept. This is a row and this is column, this is column, this is column, this is column, and a bootstrap. And fine. So now I hope you will get this. If you are having any questions, so please comment in a comment box, so I will get to you and resolve, try to resolve actually. Okay. Let me use a row, and let me, okay, one thing I need to, let me comment this code. And here we are going to create a div column, div dot column lg, like lg6 for now. And here I'm going to write a form, like form, okay, form which is having an action over here, okay, as I told you in a previous video, from having some action. And in the form, simply if it is a HTML form, so you can write input type this and that, yeah. But in Bootstrap the syntax will be same, but we need something new, that which is related to the Bootstrap. So let me go to the Bootstrap framework and let me go to the basic example first. So here we get to see something like, let me copy this one first, copy this one, click on the copy button and it will copy. And I think remove this all, okay. And coming to form, let me indent the form first. So here is something, some syntax, some new syntax. Sorry, let me put my laptop on charge. Okay. Okay, so this is the Bootstrap form actually. Like, form is here, and the syntax is different, this syntax is different, there is too many divs at there, yes. And but the input field, the syntax is same as well as the HTML. So this is, I told you, this is HTML, nothing else. Input type email, form, this is the ID, so we can change the ID, no issue with that. We can change it simple normal email. Okay, fine. And here the same thing, like we can change the password as like pass. Okay. And like input type file, so we're not going with the file and everything. Let me remove this all. And checkbox, yeah, checkbox is here. Fine, checkbox, so simply checkbox. And one thing I need to put over here, that is the name, actually the name attribute. Okay. And here we are going to write email, we will write boss, here we are going to write check me. Okay, fine. So now button is here, we are going to put a name attribute, that is going to be the submit. And yeah, fine. Okay, button type submit, fine. And let me check the code. Okay, let me check the code is working or not. Yes, fine. So you know this thing is working actually. Email address is here, password is here, check me out, and submit button is here. Click on submit, it will go to the URL. Like nothing is here. Let me remove, and let me put action over here. Action is null for now, and we're going to put the method. Okay, sorry, method is going to be post, right? Post, save it. Save it. Okay, done. And fine. So let me refresh the code and submit the button working. But we need to do one more thing, like we need to reduce this input field. This one we need to reduce the width of the input field. So how we will get to know how to okay, this is one actually. Input LG, input SM, like um, okay, let me do any code. So like we are having input class, no, yeah. So here we're going to write like input minus SM, I think. So it's work or not, I let me check the code. Okay, no, it is not working. I think okay. Like in the form group we are going to do one more thing, that is, let me open the form group. Okay, fine. So from group it's going to go asm, I think so. Yes. One more thing, save it. Okay, fine. And okay. Okay, so okay, this is fine. Okay, so how to how to color, how to put color this all label. So you can get to see some level having like where's the level. Okay, so control level, fine. This is the labels actually. And input with success, like there is another form. And if you want to put span, just below of an input box. So simply going back to simply going back to the code and paste over here. You can write do email is important, like important, and save and refresh, so you can get to see email is important. And what are the other things then you can use? Okay, so you can use something like has success in a form group. So simple has success and save it, and going back to the Bootstrap, and you will get to see some. Yeah, okay, where I put this one? Has success, email is important. Okay. I think okay, these two is highlighted with a green color. Okay, fine. And okay, and what are the things? Okay, simply this is a button. I just need to tell you button having this is a default button. This was a default button, and I'm going to put a button primary. Let me check what exactly it is button primary. See, this is the button primary button. And if you want to add like button dark, save it. Okay, no, there is no dark button, that was Bootstrap 4. So simply button danger, I think so, danger. Yeah, this will gives you a danger, I mean red. Danger is red is danger. And this is the default button group. We don't need this, and we want button warning. Okay, this is the warning button. So this is all about the Bootstrap, Bootstrap form. Now how to design the Bootstrap form, it depends on you, it depends on your thinking. For now we are going to reduce the width actually. So what we need to do, mm, here we have taken 6, right? So let me take it as a 4. Okay, let me take it as a 3. Okay, fine. So email password is how to reduce the width of the input field using Bootstrap. So it is a trick you can use. But one more thing, this is this should in the middle portion of our page, right? So for that you can use your own CSS. And inside of in other hand, you can go to the grid system, and there you get to see uh, offset. Okay, so let me find the offset. Mm, yeah, so this is what actually about the offset, like uh, column md4 and column md4, column md offset 4, right? So this 4 gives you, you know I mean this gap is related to this column md offset 4, right? And if I'm gonna use like column md offset uh, md, sorry, not md, actually this is going to be the lg offset 3. So what will happen, remove this dot. Let me check my code. See, this is right, this is, so this is not going to 3. Let me put it 6 and refresh the page. It's 2. it's too much in the right side, right? So let me put 4, and yeah, now it is in a now it is into the middle section of our page, right? So yeah, and if you want to want to get some space from the top, so you can do using your own css, like I just right click on this email address and spread the code. There we are. Okay, like this is the column you're having. Okay, and this is the row you are having, and this is a container fluid. So simply here you are going to we are going to write margin top, like 20%, not 20%, it's too much. Okay, yeah, make it 20%, 20%. Okay, fine, 20%. So see, this is in between of the page, like. So simply we go back to the code, and here simply we are going to write an inline css. Okay, this is going to emerge in top 8 16%, and refresh the code. Yeah, fine. Now this is email address, and this is password. Okay, and this checking out this submit button. uh, Let me put the offset as 5. Let's see it is working or not. Oh, it's too much. Okay, let make it 4. Okay, fine. So like this is what actually the Bootstrap is. Okay, the container fluid is here. The After the container fluid, we are going to we are going to use a row, and after the row we are going to use a column lg3. After that we put the column lg offset 4, means the 4 is getting from this and this. Okay, fine. And from action is there method we are going to use from group. Okay, so this is what actually the from group. If I'm going to comment this from group, so it will remove this all, like there is nothing. And label is here, span is here, and if I remove this sm also, so refresh the page, and there's a checkbox. If I going to uncomment the checkbox, okay, so this will be looks like this. Okay, check me out, and the submit button is there. And like if I'm going to remove the label, so the label will be removed from there. Fine. And if I'm going to remove the form control class from the input field, so simply it will looks like the normal HTML. So this is what actually the class is doing to the form. So let me undo this all. Press Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z, and save, and refresh the page. So here's the email address and password. Now it's simple, like it's all about the Bootstrap, all about the normal HTML, like only the classes are coming from the Bootstrap. So this is all about the form, how to using a form in using Bootstrap, how to create a form using Bootstrap. And the action is like for the PHP page, for the scripting. And we simply write over here normal PHP, and we can write something if you set $_post, where although I have used the post, that's why I have written over here post. And simply we are going to print the data nothing else. Print underscore underscore post, just for checking purpose. And okay, okay, fine. So let me go to the Bootstrap. Let me go to the page and refresh. Now array is null. Okay, this data is coming from PHP. Array is null. Now we are going to put something like, dwdak760@gmail.com, and the password is 123456. Okay, and check me out. Okay, fine, click on the submit. So you will get to see data. Email is there, password is this. Check me on, right? Check me on and submit, and so you will get the data like from the Bootstrap form. Fine. And after that you can do the insert the data into database, like you can fetch the data from the database. Fine. So like if you want to know how to insert data in a database using Bootstrap form, so please let me, if you want to know how to insert the data using Bootstrap form, like data will be inserted in database, page the data from the database, so please put the comment on the comment box and let me know by using the comment box. Okay, so this is all about Bootstrap form. This is how we can like we can use PHP, we can get the data into PHP script. Okay, so this is all about this all, the Bootstrap, right? So okay, thank you guys, and thanks for watching this video. Have a nice day.